The footprints on the floor have been swept away. They were able to cover the tracks so quickly. If they had to do that, it means they didn't use a transportation arc to escape. Right, on top of that, I don't think they had enough time to determine the route they were taking. They most definitely came this way. So that means there's gotta be a secret passage somewhere around here, right? We're running out of time.
You seem to be at wit's end.
Is that Celine? No. Just a similar voice from a similar source. What the? You're... It's not just me this time. We meet again. Again? I don't recall ever meeting such a cute young lady.
That would be because I revealed myself to no one besides him. Rean Schwarzer, you have arrived in Heimdall at long last.
Oh, has it been waiting for me?
Yet you seem to find yourself in yet another pinch. Your luck truly is atrocious.
I have a vague idea of who you are. But unfortunately, we don't have time to chat with you right now.
Oh dear me. Such a cold rejection is like an arrow to my heart. I come all this way to help you, and this is how you greet me? Well, no matter. I am both kind and generous. As a sign of our friendship, I will show you the way.
Oh, wow, that's big. That staff. The color is different, though. Oh, okay. Been a while.
Appear.
That was actual magic. Just what Emma and Celine can use. Hey, that glowing thing there. When did she... Was she some kind of ghost? It didn't seem that way, but... We'll figure it out later. I'm sure she'll show herself again anyways. Let's go, though. We don't have time to waste. Let's go investigate that light. Understood. Right, we gotta hurry. Okay. So this is it. It opened. Yeah, but I don't know how to feel not getting help from that spooky little girl. Let's go, instructor. Yeah, I'm sure they think they've lost us, so we might be able to catch up. Let's keep going until we capture them. Understood. The chase continues. Will we actually capture them? I wouldn't bet on it. Oh, this is a whole... Oh, wow. This is a whole... Just another section of the dungeon. Oh, well, hopefully there's no monsters here. I'd rather focus on them.
Yeah!
Then again, I could stand to get some CP up.
Yeah! This should be the right way. I can sense them. Follow me.
Got it. There they are. There they are. Follow me as best you can. Got it. These bastards ain't getting away this time. Not slice. No fair, Tina. They find that secret passage. Can't let them catch us. Move!
Come on! No one's this fast!
We need to find some way to catch up.
What counts as catching up?
Instructor, this direction is...
Crap!
I know. We've gone too far south. This is clearly out of city bounds.
Wait, am I supposed to attack them? Or am I just supposed to get here? Shit, there's an opening to the... Okay.
Does
Go.
that lead outside?
It does. We can't afford to let them go. Looks
I
like
already
an
healed.
ambush. Prepare to engage.
I already healed. We're good. Oh no, that can't be a good sign. Where is this? Really far out. Oh. Oh no. A graveyard? The tunnel led this far out from Heimdall. Yes, but more importantly, what are they doing here?
We secured all 3 of their new battle orbments.
Nice job. I'll hold on to those for you.
We refuse to divulge our affiliation or names.
International law mandates proper treatment of us as prisoners of war.
Yeah, but if we don't know who you are, then not prisoners of war. You're just normal people sitting around the Empire doing bad things, yeah?
Huh. You're pretty bossy for someone who's surrendered.
Well, I'm certain the Intelligence Division will give you your proper treatment.
So long as you do not resist or attempt to flee, we will guarantee your lives.
Took you long enough.
Hey guys, what's up?
Are any of you injured?
The fact that they're here makes me feel as though these guys might even be fake. Not actually related to Calvern. There's no way. They were just waiting here?
We're fine. I see all your preparations paid off, Major.
You had this planned from all the way back when we met at the race course, didn't you?
We were dancing at the end of his strings the whole time.
What? He planned this whole thing?
Is that even possible?
Meaning he's the one who led Class 1 over here.
If anyone would be capable of such a feat, it would be the Scarecrow.
Hey now, I'm only human. This is all just a happy coincidence. We were finally able to catch the spies we've all been after.
Not all of them.
You should think of this as teamwork.
How?
I can see how it would feel like we've stolen your prey out from under you. It's true that this place is southwest of Heimdall, so it does fall under your jurisdiction. Would you prefer if we handed them over to you?
Oh. My goodness.
It was Class 7 that flushed them out of hiding and wore them out. It doesn't matter who turns them in. Each of our groups should be thankful for the other's assistance.
Yeah, let's see if that happens.
That's right. We should be glad they didn't manage to get away. You're all fine with this, right, guys?
Yes.
No objections.
We'll leave it to you.
I suddenly feel exhausted. Yeah, this does feel quite planned. Then again, if they knew they were stalking around down there, does Lecter also know about the Pleroma grass? Our opponents were elite ages handpicked for this mission. Even managing to corner them like you did is impressive. Well done, everyone. I'm sure the experience taught you all a thing or two, right? You're right. We took care of that magic knight while we were down there, too. I guess we were able to go toe-to-toe with that squad of elites, too. It certainly feels like our skills have come a long way. One might say we've leveled up. Then we just go through everyone's level up screen. We did okay, I guess. Man, I'm so tired. Understandable. We did just run at top speed through a labyrinth. Who's we? We're just riding that doll of yours the whole time. By the way, where is this place? It appears to be one of the cemeteries on the outskirts of Heimdall. Himmel Cemetery. Oh? How do you know the name? Not even I've been all the way out here. I've come here a few times to pay my respects. If we go down the hill, we should end up at the highway we were on this morning. It's a little past 4 p.m. now. I'd say our missions are done for the day. Ah. That'll mark the end of our first day, then. Whose grave did you come here to visit? If it's okay, we could pay our respects too. That's a good idea. Perhaps we ended up here for a reason. I agree, provided it's alright. Well, they ain't really like me, but it's the least I can do for disturbing the peace here. You guys, the camp isn't that far, so I was just gonna send you back, but... Instructor Rean, is the person buried here? He's to the northeast. Follow me. Oh, this is either gonna end very well or very badly. Depends if we find anything. I'm gonna guess we're not gonna find anything. Wow, look at that. You can see all of Heimdall from here. Seeing it all like this gives you an appreciation just how big of a city it is. Right now, 880,000 people are living there. Wasn't that the number from before and they said it's grown? Damn, that's pretty crazy. This view is pretty impressive. There are too many places like this where you can see the whole city. Maybe take a landscape photo for VV. I'd say a panorama would be best for a place like this. Alright, looks good. I'll send it to her later. Okay, cool. Send it to her now!
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay, good. Oh, wow, sorry for the trouble. We're getting yelled at for making a fuss here? Wow. Hey, we didn't even know we'd be here. Huh. Jean. Interesting. I wonder who these big ones are for. Ooh. Wait, do all of them have Grosritter? Or the Septine Church? Yeah, all of them do have that. That's probably more indicating the fact that they're related to the Septine Church in terms of their, like, being buried and whatnot. Haha. Oh, look, it's perfectly well intact, eh? Crow Armbrust S1184 to S1204.
The year the Civil War took place.
I see. So he was... one of your friends from Class 7.
Yeah.
I suppose you guys haven't met all of them yet, have you?
Crow Armbrust. He was actually a year ahead of us, like Instructor Toa. It was only for a short time, but he joined our class. We did all sorts of things together. Field studies, the school festival. He was a little brash and even more of a troublemaker. But he was caring, reliable, and one of the best friends you could ask for. Even though we became enemies once the Civil War broke out.
It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys. Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right? But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was. Okay, we've talked long enough. Let's go. I won't let anyone interfere. This is going to be our final battle.
As I was affiliated with the Noble Alliance, I knew a little about him. He was the leader of the terrorist group known as the Imperial Liberation Front. He was also referred to as the Azure Chevalier.
Oh, I heard about him. He and his Azure Knight wiped the floor with the Imperial Army.
Yes. But right at the end, he finally returned to Class 7. When a calamity from 2.5 centuries ago rose again and seized the Crown Prince.
I feel like whenever I see the graphics of the previous two, it is impressive. They made a good jump in like the actual fidelity of everything, didn't they? Oh, wait, did Rean normally have that armband on? Okay. Let's not think about that part.
We all worked together. Me, Crow, the rest of Class 7, even Vita. We put everything aside and gave our all to rescue the prince. Crow even put himself in danger to open up a way for me. But he was fatally injured as a result. What happened there pushed all of us in Class 7 to move forward. I decided to stay at Thors with Valimar and fulfill the government's orders. Everyone else graduated, and each of them decided to do what they could. We all pledged to meet up again in these turbulent times and find an answer together.
You've never mentioned this before.
I had the impression you and the members of the old Class 7 were planning something, but...
I thought only the SSS had that kind of determination. But you're just like them, Instructor.
What a bunch of starry-eyed dreamers. Normal people don't just go around spouting lines like that, you know.
I think it's lovely.
Certainly optimistic at the very least.
Well, that's what those of us in the old Class 7 decided to do. There will come a time when you guys will need to decide how you're going to move forward as a class. And I plan to give you all the support I can until that time comes. Just like how our instructors and upperclassmen supported us.
Understood. Thank you.
It's encouraging to hear that. You have our thanks for your guidance.
I still do not completely understand myself, but I feel like I've gained a lot in these past few months.
I haven't given up on making you mine, Instructor. But putting that aside for a moment, I think in a way something guided me to join all of you in Class 7.
Well, I guess I can keep tagging along with you for a bit. That way, it'll be all the easier to pass you up.
Oh my. What a group we have. What a group we have. Oh boy.
Huh?
What's wrong, Yuna?
There's something shiny in the dirt here.
Ooh, okay, we are finding something.
Someone dropped their jewelry?
Should we turn it into the Gravekeeper?
It looks like quite a lovely brooch. I'm sure its owner...
Is something wrong, Muse? Huh?
I feel like I've seen it before.
That crazy biker chick had something like that on, didn't she?
Can I see it a moment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's no doubt. This is Angelica's.
Normally, we would assume she just dropped it here, yeah?
So she came here sometime after we saw her last month?
Then again, everything we've heard, she should just be back in Rower, right?
Could it have been sitting here since then?
Hey, it's been bugging me for a bit, but... does the dirt here look off to anyone else?
You're right. It looks different around this grave.
As if it's recently been dug up.
Okay, we are getting on a lead here, aren't we?
Toa, are you at camp right now? I need to talk with the major and the principal.
Good thing we have firepower on our side, just in case. Oh, we got to the point where we have that, like, red Aura logo version. Oh boy. Oh boy. 6 p.m. We haven't even gone that far into the day, have we? It makes no sense, yet. So, basically, the grave was empty? Yes. That's correct. There's nothing there at all. No body. Not even the cloth that was wrapped around it. So they didn't just leave it in that, like, state that it was before? When all this went down? What does this mean? Oh, my ears. Oh, Ideas, please guide us. Are you certain Crow Armbrust was buried here? Could there have been some mistake? No, all of the old Class 7 in Toa's group were at his funeral. It was just a week after the end of the Civil War. I met the Azure Chevalier once or twice at Noble Alliance camps. I remember thinking that it was a waste for someone like him to be used by Duke Cayenne. And on top of this, there was that accessory from Lord Ragnar's daughter you found. Call Lord Ragnar. Make sure Angelica's been there. We know she hasn't, but you know. We don't know for sure if something happened here just yet. Yes, but we should notify the Marquis and the other groups right away. It also concerns me that there's no smell of decay in this grave. Herschel, Sorsa, I don't doubt that you saw the Azure Chevalier's body get buried here, but are you sure it was the real thing? How long would it take for the scent of decay to wear away? It's been probably like a month since this happened, right? With Angelica and so. I see. Does that mean it was some kind of dummy? Oh, yeah, you know, now that I think about it, there's this old guy in the society who can make dolls that look just like people. In principle, it's not impossible. You'll need to reproduce the skeleton, muscle structures, and so on. However, the body aside, from what I've heard, the Azure Chevalier most certainly died. Yes, I saw it happen with my own eyes. I saw his body too, but only after the Infernal Castle had disappeared. Well, then perhaps it was swapped out at some time between those points. Or perhaps he was resurrected for some reason. Like a certain saint in Jaeger King, I can mention. If you think about it, that seems like something that could have happened. Yeah. All my sort of speculation about the Steel Maiden has been more along the lines that if she was Sandlot, then chances are she just would have been alive for all this time. But then again, she could have been resurrected, yeah? Then again, yeah, like I said before, resurrection, if it's really going to be a thing, that does sort of take away the impact of actual death. Then again, let's be real here. It's not like they actually kill people. Then again, let's be real here. It's not like they actually kill people in this series. Impossible. It's simply too outlandish. Major Michael, can I ask you something? After the Infernal Castle disappeared, the Imperial Army recovered the Azure Knight. Is it still secure? It's too late. I'm sure the Republic isn't behind it, but we also need to be concerned about the safety of the Ragnar girl. Please contact the Ragnar estate immediately. Understood. I'll check in with Ureli Fortress. All forces have already been informed about the daughter of the Marquis going missing. Also, regarding the disappearance of the special trainee from the Rower Institute of Technology. Yes. George? We can't get in touch with George either, can we? No, it happened around the same time as Angie. Either they were kidnapped together or... There's no point in guessing now. You have other things to think about at the moment. That's right. Scarlet Pleroma Grass Class 7 encounter and a new type of golem from the Dark Ages. Yeah, a lot of things to be concerned about at the moment. As if those two weren't bad enough, We also have the Republic's Hercules squad to deal with. I had some strange little bongos spotted too. Well, I think we can disregard her for now. Sure, let's just ignore that. Let's never talk about it ever. Can we ask Emma about it when we meet up? My goodness. I'm most concerned about the Scarlet Pleroma Grass and the Special Forces. According to the Intelligence Division, there are about 100 members. They're all supposed to be really strong too, right? Are they all going to be that strong? That's right, and on top of that, they've got a new battle ornament. They called it Ramda. Oh, it's big capitals, so... And then again... Did Arcus stand for something? Man, it's been a while since I thought about Arcus. And, like, what it actually meant. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that they're completely in the dark about how strong they really are. We're completely in the dark, my bad. Arundel sent us a report on the ordnance, but apparently they're one big black box. My guess is each one is customized to suit its user, and they've made them impossible to analyze from the outside. Oh, that's a pain. Interesting. Have them sent here. I'd like to look upon the Ven Company's latest technology with my own eyes. What? Well, maybe I can negotiate for one of the models, but... Either way, the Summer Festival begins the day after tomorrow. We received a notice to capture and disable Cavalry Special Forces by the end of the day tomorrow. This notice isn't from Heimdall City Hall, but from the Imperial Government itself, personally signed by Chancellor Osborne. Blood and Iron Chancellor. But it makes sense. The day after tomorrow is the festival. After receiving the notice, the Intelligence Division, Railway Military Police, and a Heimdall Military Police have all increased patrols in the city. In addition, both the Guild and the main campus will begin to act at full capacity. However, it seems the agents have thoroughly investigated the network of tunnels underneath the capital. There's a chance we'll be unable to apprehend them if they run into a secret passage. 4 p.m. tomorrow. If things are not settled by then, the government will invoke martial law and call in the 4th Armored Division. That's a hell of a escalation. What? They go that far? That'll send civilians into a panic. Yet it's the most logical option. Right before the Summer Festival? With no warning whatsoever? Oh no. How interesting that I should be invited to such a celebration. Perhaps I should bring a gift. What do you mean? Orlando, Herschel, divide combat tactics and military finance into 2. We'll create 2 mixed teams. Orlando and I will each lead one and comb through the underground tunnels in the west half of Heimdall. We'll eradicate our unwanted guests and this Scarlet Pleroma Grass all at once. Whoa, where's this coming from all of a sudden? We can't just eradicate the Special Forces agents. It's simply a figure of speech. Sure. But it will certainly be encouraging to have the principal in the field with us. Even more so if Herschel and I handle communications and backup duties. Well, in that case, I'll prepare communication wave amplifiers for you. If you use it well, you'll be able to build a communication network underground. If I provide the main campus and the guild with them as well, it should work. How many of them do you have? Something like that even exists? No, right. George gave us some for our field study 2 years ago. It was originally my invention. He seems to have made some improvements, however. I thought they may prove useful for something or other, so I brought them along. What a strange coincidence. Oh yeah, sure, coincidence, definitely, 100%. You should have told us that you brought something like that sooner. Well, alright then. I guess I'll go get ready. I'm a little worried about the students, but I'm sure they'll be fine with the principal and Randy. It's important we stay in contact with the guild and the main campus too. The Class 7 and I will. You will continue to patrol the capital and the surrounding areas. I'm certain there are things in the shadows that can only be revealed by bracer work. Besides, we'll have all those reliable connections of yours watching the camp for us while we're away. Ah, that's exactly right. Oh, by the way, isn't it almost time? You're right. I'll need to excuse myself soon. Well, your meeting may also serve as a good way to exchange information with a number of parties. However, don't get back too late. Come on, it's a long-awaited reunion. And back tomorrow morning might be a bit much, but, staying up past midnight might be fine. Fine, yeah? Have fun, Rean. I will, but does that mean you're not? I think I'll pass this time. I still have a bunch of things I need to get ready for tomorrow, and I need to contact the Marquis. Understood. I'll make sure to talk to everyone about Angelica and George, too. Yes, please. Be sure to say hi to everyone for me. Off you go, then. Well, then. It really is Calvert. What are they planning, then? So they want to learn about this D-Day thing? God, how far can I go back? I almost feel like this goes too far back. This is literally when I was, like, at the museum the first time. The Advisory Council and the Food Agency. This is some strong proof of what they're planning. Their D-Day. Well, let's think about the phrasing there. Their D-Day implies that D-Day is an actual term people use, yeah? It's not like we're using it for like an actual name of something that they're referencing, but rather it's referring to an equivalent, which is weird in this, but it's a weird way to refer to something in this world, but you know. Basically, D-Day was when they landed on, I think it was Decision Day, right? If I remember correctly. So, that was when when the U.S. and Allied forces and everyone landed on the beaches of Normandy in order to invade basically the German-occupied France, right? So basically, that, yeah. So that's what it has to be. But Advisory Council and the Food Agency. I have no idea how this might be connected. 7 p.m. at the Guild Hall on Vesser Street. I should be able to make it by bike. Once I'm done getting ready, I'll leave camp. Okay. I have 3 of those moon truffles, so I should be able to hand that over at least. Oh no, Sydney learned out that his mom was hot. Oh no. The world. What will we do? What are you two planning to do for the summer festival? I don't really know much about Heimdall. Me neither. This place is way too big for me to know where to want to go. I feel the same, actually. But since we're all new to the city, how about we walk around together? It might be fun to explore together, right? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I agree, let's do that. Have fun, you 3, as I need to talk to you about this still. I got the moon truffles with everyone's help. I should do this another day. Why give me the option here on the map if you're just gonna fucking... Ah. Oh, you haven't left yet. Sorry, I'm just feeling a little restless. I get how you feel. It's always nice seeing old friends. I'd like to do so myself soon. But I guess that bird's already flown the cage for now. No pun intended. Randy. Yeah, shouldn't be keeping you. You've got to meet up with the own friends too, yeah? Just make sure you don't come back too late. Sure thing. Professor, are you preparing the amplifier already? These things are best finished early. I've already checked the basic functions. A few more durability tests should do it. You're as fast as ever. Indeed. I didn't realize you had free time to loiter around here. You should hurry up and meet with the other members of the old Class 7. Should I? Yeah, I should. Wow, 60 CP. Yes? I can get 6 of those. Gladly. It basically uses all the other weird things. Freddy Special Z.
Give it a try!
Pretty good, though. When I really need it. If I really need it. We need some PN? Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's random people I could talk to, but I feel like doing this. I feel more like just jumping straight to this. Instructor Rean says... All of you. Oh, and Tina. Have fun. Please send our regards to the old Class 7. Although it does make me a bit jealous. Well, it is the day that Instructor Rean has been waiting for so long. Please have a good time. Yeah, you're gonna have all the babes there wrapped around this... Pinky? Oh, yeah, the Pinky. Hey. Oh, yes. If the lady of one's heart happens to be there, things can catch fire quickly. Really? Come on, there won't be any then. Okay, I'll see y'all later. You have your special ops missions to do tomorrow, so eat well and get lots of rest. Understood. Get out of here already. For a second, I saw his finger up and I thought, is that his middle finger? No, it's his pinky. If only, though. You know, maybe they didn't take his body. Maybe someone went and dug up his body so they could bring it to the reunion. Oh, God, that's just... Why did I even think of that? That's horrible. That's so horrible. I need to decide when I'm editing this if I even want to keep that thought in. Oh, my God. That's bad. The Bracer Guild's branch is up those stairs and to the left. Is everyone there? Is everyone there already? Quite possibly. Oh, have you found him? Haha, I still have a ways to go. But I really love your bread, Oscar. Oh no. What is it with her? With who? Oh. Oh, right, I do remember you. You were offering, like, samples, weren't you? Oscar, the new bread you made is nearly sold out already. And you made so much, too. It's so popular. It's thanks to all the training the old man's given me. Good job today, Philly. Let's give it our all tomorrow, too. Of course. He's like the Rean of bread. He is, isn't he? Then again, maybe I'm reading so much into that just like Bennett is. Oh, boy. Oh boy. What are you doing here at this time of day? I just need to take care of something around here. Looks like you're in the middle of closing up shop. Yeah, we have to get up early in the morning, so we close early too. That being said, I still have some time, so let me know if you need it to do any shopping. Sure. Why won't Joe come home? I'm sure if she did, it'd make Kai really happy. I know he doesn't show up, but he's really looked up to her ever since he was really young. Let me guess, Kai's like 18 or something, right? I'm guessing I'll probably either become a bracer or enroll at the military academy when he gets older. It's quite possible. Oh, they put up the emblem even. Okay. The guild's crest. They put it up again. And I sense a lot of people inside. We will never ever get an explanation on to why the hell that's a thing.
There he is. Come in, come in!
Pardon me?
I swear to goodness, if they really just fade to black on this. If they really just fade to black on this, it feels like they might be based on how that went white and black and... Don't you dare, 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 don't you freaking dare. They're good. Good.
Oh, Rean! You're finally here!
Oh. Guess I'm last. Sorry to have kept you.
No worries. You're right on time.
Besides, we all know you had your field exercises to deal with.
Well, as fully grown members of society and working professionals, we should be in the habit of arriving 10 minutes early.
Says the man who waltzed in a mere 5 minutes ago.
The guild branch's reopening came at a good time.
Yes, I'm sure most restaurants are completely full around now.
I can hardly believe we were all finally able to meet up again.
I know, right? Especially since we're all so dang busy these days.
That's right. We'll certainly have a lot to talk about tonight. Good grief.
Now, everyone. No need to dive into the serious stuff right away. Come on, it's our first big reunion since you all graduated. Let's cut loose a little.
Oh my goodness.
Perhaps it would be best to start this reunion with a series of tender embraces.
Not alcohol?
And not just among the women, of course. All your male classmates should enjoy the comfort of each other's arms, too.
Oh boy, no.
Not on my life.
No.
Oh, wow.
Sharon!
Same as ever.
Yes, it's almost a little surprising.
The time and place may be different, but in the end, we're all the same people.
Well, we have all been chatting it up on that app of ours.
When you put it that way, it kind of takes the drama out of things.
Well, I guess we did get the embraces. Oh, come here, Elliot. Come here, Gaius. Oh, Maki's useless. Let's have a three-way. Oh, my. Okay. Come on. Oh, yeah, that seems about right.
Fee, you grew taller.
Elisa, you grew even prettier. And Emma, you grew even chestier.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't mention that.
Oh, she's insecure about it? Oh, how nice.
That hairstyle makes you look like an old man.
Dude, you're one to talk.
Oh, wow.
Rean, you and Gaius are just way too tall now.
Don't worry. I think I'm done growing now.
Out of all of us, you seem to have grown the least, Milliam.
Excuse you! I grew one whole reach!
That seems like it might be an error in the measuring system. Yeah, they all seem very similar. It has been a long time.
We finally fulfilled our promise.
Yeah. Elisa, everyone, thanks.
Oh, please. For what?
It's not like we all got together just for your sake, you know.
Machias is blushing.
Well, we are celebrating Rean's graduation, too.
Yes. After we had left, he stayed behind to uphold the spirit of Class 7.
Not to mention he's the one in charge of the next generation of Class 7ers.
It's been said before, but you truly are the core of our group, Rean.
Thank you for everything.
You guys.
We're starting to sound way too sappy.
Starting to. You guys have all been like this for years.
I suppose there's no avoiding it. Today especially.
In any event, we have the party set up in the back. I've prepared more than enough alcohol, so please enjoy, provided you're old enough.
Oh, aren't they all, technically? Who isn't?
Oh, man. I get to have Sharon's cooking again.
I can't wait.
Million, maybe.
I knew I smelled something tasty.
Alright, give me the biggest, frothiest mug of beer you got!
You're nowhere near being old enough to drink.
Oh, boy. I knew she was like... Oh, fuck. How much younger was she than us? Like 3 years? Was it 3 or 4 years than the Rean? And Rean's 20 now, right? Or 21? 20. Pretty sure 20. They all proceed to savor the delicious meal Sharon had prepared for them. Between bites and compliments to the Sheva, they shared what they've been doing since they last met up. I suppose, yeah, Rean just was able to drink, so... That means if she's a few years before, then... Yeah, she's not close. They all proceeded to savor the delicious meal Sharon had prepared for them. Between bites and compliments to the chef, they shared what they had been doing since they last met up. The adults had their fill of beer, some more than others, while the younger members enjoyed soft drinks. Oh, is Fee not old enough? She was slightly younger, wasn't she? Together, they flipped through the album Toa had given Rean and reminisced about the past. So, the music club, the lacrosse club, the riding club, and the art club. With the guys' this beautiful painting of white. Afterwards, you know that moment when I walked in and it faded to white? That's what Gaius was painting all those years ago. Definitely, 100%. He was painting the reunion! He saw it coming. I believe I shall excuse myself for now. Please enjoy the rest of your time here together, everyone. Thanks for all the food, Sharon. Yeah, it was delicious. Let's go drinking together again sometime. Alright, see you later. Is your mom going to be arriving here in Heimdall soon, Elisa? Yeah, she's taking a red-eye flight here with grandfather. Both of them were invited to the party being held at the palace. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of VIPs in the area if we go to martial law. It's likely Sharon went to go pick them up. However, it's just as likely that she simply wished to give us privacy. I suppose. After all, she's at least a little bit related to the things we were planning to talk about tonight. Yeah, I agree. Man, she's getting way too caught up in the past. Oh yeah, have we checked this place for bugs, mice, and all that surveillance-y stuff? Yep, top to bottom. There were many such devices found in Heimdall over the course of the day. Most of them hidden in government buildings. The Imperial Chronicle's office, too. With that in mind, we should get down to business. Indeed. Let's begin. A year ago, when all of us save Rean were allowed to graduate early, we promised each other that after 1 year had passed, we would have a reunion. Yeah, it felt like so long ago, but the time really has flown since then. Identify the path Ereboni set it down, and determine how Class 7 will act. That's what you said we'd do. Yes, the night after we survived the trial of the Reverie Corridor. When I first heard you say it, it sounded like your usual nonsense. To be fair, though, we all had a bad feeling. The things we heard in the Infernal Castle, and that day we lost Crow. Yeah, and everything that Chancellor Osborne and the Governor General said about the direction they're leading Erebonia in. And about the Phantasmal Blaze plan the Chancellor stole from Ouroboros. We need to worry about what's happening beyond on the surface and what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. All the stuff that we heard about then is finally starting to happen now. Indeed. The incidents that occurred this spring are proof. Let's begin discussing the political situation occurring publicly. Yeah, I'm not really in a place to say it, but things have gotten pretty darn bad. I'm also curious what role Ouroboros and Calvert played behind the scenes in the Northern War. And the Imperial government's military decisions lately are just as suspicious. 12 of those new model railway cannons have been completed already. 4 of them used to attack orders were carried to Crossbell. Really? Okay. So they're all going to the border, basically. They carried those enormous things all the way to from the canyon. The way I hear it, they had a brand new airship with more than enough muscle for the job. A 250 Arge class ship called the Gargantua, I think. I've heard that name before. And it seems like they're working on making even more of them. All the audits happening all over the place lately make me realize, mere people information, they're all being channeled into a few key projects. The 8 Metropolis plan especially. All the tax money in the entire empire has been consolidated in Heimdall and converted into a never-before-seen amount of military funds. Seems pretty clear what's going on. Yeah, all these things point to the same goal. The invasion of the Republic of Calvert. There's no mistaking it. Yeah. Calvert's spies being here only serve to reinforce the hypothesis. So that means their goal is not sabotage, but rather gathering information. Yeah, if they actually went and did anything, the war would be on right there and then. Probably trying to figure out the D-Day when the invasion's planned to start. Just like I thought. Okay, so basically, what I figured. Touring around the Empire, I heard rumors that, here and there suggesting there'd be a war. I wouldn't be surprised if my mother knew about this already, too. Between the railway cannons, the new airships, and the mass production of tanks and panzer soldats, there's no way she could have greenlit all those projects without knowing what they were for. And on top of that, there's a huge factory being constructed in Crossbell. Really? That sounds familiar. Where was that? I vaguely remember that. It's been a while. Whatever. But given all that, the question becomes, why? War between the two massive countries could ravage most of the continent. It's true that Ereboni and Calvert have been at it like cats and dogs for hundreds of years. Are they really just gonna throw down? A war that size would bring international trade to a screeching halt, so none of the other countries are going to be too pleased. Besides, in order to start that war, they need authorization from the Emperor. There's no way he'd allow it without justification. Well, that wasn't an issue for the invasions of Crossbell in North Ambria. The justifications were fabricated, and statements from other countries were shut down. The one who set all this up is none other than Gilead Osborne. As his son, I think I have a unique understanding of just how dangerous that man is. Rean, you don't need to worry so much about that. I feel the same way about my older brother. Rufus Abarea, the head of the Iron Bloods, I suspect he's no mere confidant. I wouldn't be surprised to discover it was he who laid the plans for the invasions in the early stages of the wars. Yeah, I'd say the odds are pretty good. Recently, he's been acting pretty secretive with me. He's even been keeping stuff from Claire and Lecter. Really? The Iron Bloods are no longer being trusted. Millium I can get because of her association with us, but you know. The most important thing being information about the Black Workshop. That name again. Yet another group lurking in the shadows of the Civil War. Both my brother and the Black Rabbit were lent to the Noble Alliance. If the evasion is the surface stuff, these guys are definitely the one behind the scenes. If the invasion is the surface stuff, these guys are one of those behind the scenes topics. That said, the two are more tightly woven than ever now. I think it's safe to say that the Black Workshop is related to the gnomes who once fought the Hexen clan. It seems they've cut ties with Ouroboros and have sided Chancellor Osborne. They also hired the boss and that mask guy. He called himself Azure Siegfried, right? I can't believe it, but... both the masked man and the Jaeger flew off in what appeared to be divine nights. Between them and the maiden, I get the feeling something especially ominous is building. Yeah, it all reminds me of the circumstances that led to the War of the Lions, and the arrival of the Infernal Castle. Something buried deep in Ereboni's history and connected to the Divine Knights. I discovered this while searching for my sister. As I've mentioned, the spirit veins in Ereboni have begun to pulse faster and faster. Pulse? There's a pulse? Whew. Like a heartbeat? Interesting. Right. Just like during the Civil War. No, just like the War of the Lions 250 years ago. Following the annexation of Crossbell in North Ambria, it only started to speed up. It's this quickening in the spirit veins that's causing the cryptids, magic knights, and the scarlet pleroma grass to appear. Okay. Explains it. I suspected as much. A link between the surface and what's happening beneath. From the sounds of it, the only ones who know the full truth are Vina, Chancellor Osborne, Ouroboros, and the Black Workshop. Man, I wish my memory hadn't been erased. It's so frustrating not being able to remember anything from back then. I'm sure homunculi and combat shells are super connected to all that behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, that's right. I forgot, the Black Workshop was where you're created, Millium. Yep, I'm a homunculus, so I'm technically not human. But besides that part of me that lets me link with Lammy, my DNA is pretty much the same as any of yours. So it's genetic that lets you do it? I'm starting to think my growth was stunted, though. Don't know how long my lifespan's supposed to last either. That is definitely a morbid thought. Milliam, I've heard a bit about that. The Black Workshop, unforgivable. Yep, I'm glad we got Milliam and Altina from there, but I can't forgive them for playing with someone's life like that. Oh, okay, so what was the number they gave to Altina? I assume that's who they were talking about. They gave it like 70-something, right? That means there's been a lot of them, too. I can't forgive them for playing with someone's life like that. Yeah, I've been starting to think that recently, too. Like, I'm fine with whatever happens to me, but I'm worried about Tilly. I see. Seems you have grown after all. Oh, right. We got some information from the branch campus earlier. Why don't you tell us the details, Rean? Ah, you mean about the cemetery? Oh, that. We got the same report in the intelligence division. What happened? So... Try to stay calm, everyone. Explained. Explained. Are you kidding me? And Angelica's brooch was there too? From the sounds of it, everything leads back to the Black Workshop. Considering how the boss came back to life, maybe the same thing happened with Crow. Both of them are working for the Black Workshop. No, the gnomes. Are you saying that they brought both of them back to life? Emma, do you know of any spell capable of performing such a feat? There is a forbidden spell known as False Soul. It was only ever attempted by wizards in the Dark Ages, and it's never once successfully resurrected anyone. It was said that most of the subjects became fiends known as Nosferatu. Oh, like what we fought in Legram Castle. That name does ring a bell. If I recall correctly, that was the name of the creature we encountered at Lohengrin Castle. Oh yeah, that was the full name, right. That monster. Like, we fought it twice, didn't we? That was even weird, too. Well, the Jaeger Key and the Masked Man are certainly nothing like that abomination. I guess there's a chance the gnomes were somehow able to perfect the spell. But I doubt it. True resurrection is something only the goddess is capable of. I see. So, does that mean the Haxon clan believes in ideas too? Trying to think about this stuff's making my head spin. Either way, something very strange is going on right now. What was the thing Machias pointed out back in Crossbell? I'm not remembering. And in the midst of it all, Angelica and George have gone missing. About that, I have the guild's informants looking into their disappearances. Tell Toes to stay strong. Understood. Many mysteries yet remain, but that should be sufficient for today. We're starting to piece things together little by little. Indeed, we shall continue to look into the matters until all is made clear. Oh, unless shit goes down before we can. Now we need to decide as a class what actions we should take.
There are two things for sure. We need to stop the war that's been building on the surface before it starts. And at the same time, we need to find out what's been going on behind the scenes and prevent whatever disaster's being planned.
I agree completely.
Everything else might be really complicated, but those two goals are set in stone.
This is something only we can figure out, thanks to each of us having branched out on our own.
If we each make the most of our unique situations and pool information,
together, we will be able to overcome any obstacle we may come across.
Right, no matter whether it's on the surface or behind the scenes.
We don't have many allies, nor are we alone.
Agreed. Let us find those willing to aid our cause. Wait, Milliam, are you okay with all of this? You do realize, standing with us will eventually mean standing against your fellow Ironbloods.
that's right. Fighting cryptids and magic knights is one thing, but...
Think this over and tell us what you want to do, Milliam.
You're gonna ask me that now?
Huh?
Milliam?
I don't remember anything before the past 5 years. But I started to think about some stuff. Like what I am, and what it means to feel sadness. I've been thinking about this stuff ever since I met you guys 2 years ago. I want to learn more about myself. I want to keep being your guys' friend. I like Gramps and Claire and Lecter, but I want to find out what I am on my own terms. I don't like the idea of the Black Workshop controlling what I do and don't know. Even if it means going against Gramps, I'm a member of Class 7 till the end. I'm more than just the Black Workshop's OZ-73, the Ironblood's White Rabbit, and an agent of the Intelligence Division. Rean, Eustace, Elisa, Emma, Fee, Laura, Elliot, Machias, Gaius, Sarah, all you guys. When I cried for the first time, it was all of you who held me close. I'll always put you, my friends, first.
Milliam.
Aw. That's very nice to hear.
I see.
I swear. I think that caught us all off guard.
I had no idea you felt that way about us.
You may not have grown much physically, but you've definitely done a lot of growing on the inside.
Agreed. In that sense, I think it's safe to say you grew the most out of any of us.
I suppose we needn't worry about you anymore.
Mm-hmm. It was silly of us to doubt her after all this time.
You guys just can't resist the chance for an inspirational speech, can you?
Oh, yeah, Rean's been a horrible influence on all these people.
Well, now that you've decided what to do, you guys seem more determined than ever.
True. Deciding what to do, still not really sure how to start about doing it, but yeah.
For your more immediate plans, what are you all going to be up to tomorrow?
The new Class 7 and I will continue with our special ops missions. I think it's especially important we capture the Calvardian agents.
I agree.
If we let them roam free, whatever they do could be used as an excuse to start a war.
Yep, just like how Celtic was used to start the Northern War.
I'll continue playing my shows around the city and gather information.
I'll come with you and see what I can find too.
I'll keep following Grandfather and hit up some contacts of mine for info.
Celine and I will continue to investigate the spirit veins around Heimdall.
Oh, speaking of which, Emma, talk to you about Lowly Vampire Girl.
So the plan's for everyone to gather info, and then we'll all meet up and share notes, yeah?
Yes. Let's stay in contact and be ready to move at a moment's notice.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Look at you. You're all so reliable now. But it's getting a bit late. How about we call it a night? I'll set up a call with everyone early tomorrow morning, and we can talk about our plans in more detail.
Yeah, sounds good.
Get some good rest tonight, everyone.
Are you two bracer types gonna stay here for the night?
Mm-hmm. There are beds on the second floor.
I'll be sleeping at home for the first time in a while. I assume the same can be said of you, Elliot?
Yeah, I called my sister. Gaius will be staying with us tonight.
Thanks again. I appreciate the hospitality.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We have yet to discuss your situation, Gaius.
Ah, right. Explain. So many explanations.
That's right.
We were unable to contact you for nearly half a year.
You were somewhere outside the country, right?
Yes, but it's quite the tale, so it may be better to leave for next time. We're gonna meet up again before too long, so I'll tell you then.
True.
I guess it wouldn't be fair if I heard it first, huh?
Oh.
Oh, and I was wondering about that little blonde girl you mentioned seeing, Rean.
I brought it up. Good. Okay, that was part of the explanation.
I was wondering about that myself.
You said she looked 10 years old. Could be a witch in training?
Well, that isn't right, but I guess it's not wrong either. She went missing, and we've been looking all over for her.
Sheesh, her and Vita both just wander wherever they want without telling us a thing.
But whatever. I'm sure we'll have to introduce you to her soon.
Now I'm even more curious.
We're literally here. You have no reason not to tell us. Just tell us.
Got it. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh my god, there's such bad reasons not to bring it up. Like, we're bringing it up and it's just like making excuses not to tell it now. My goodness, come on. Who cares if we spend an extra half an hour getting the tale and learning about who she is? Information is king. King. King! Nah. Oh, is Milliam staying with you? Says same room, same bed. Ooh la la. Oh, look, it pans up and... Oh, look who's also present for the reunion. Hey, buddy.
Something wrong?
You know, I suppose there is the fact that they were able to erase Altina's and Milliam's memories, so maybe they could. Oh, look who it is.
No, just a nostalgic smell wafting around. I understand what I am, and the situation I'm in.
Is that so?
Copper George? Oh. Apparently it's just like straight up the German way of spelling it. I'm not sure if it's... He pronounced it George before, right?
Would it be selfish if I said I'd rather you hated me?
That question itself is completely pointless. Give me Albrecht's orders, Copper Georg.
Georg.
Tell me what role I'm supposed to play in tomorrow's act.
All right. No. Azure Siegfried.